Hey guys, hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Freaking, this gonna be a short video, lacking time and lacking energy. Hey, but it's not about me. It's about lives lost. Now, what lives lost? I'm sure you've already heard it or seen it. One of the two. Freaking, there was a shooting down in Bondi. If you don't know, I do currently live in Australia, and there's a beach down the road. It's called Bondi Beach, and a horrific thing happened the other day. Bloody two two Muslim individuals. Their religion relevant considering who they targeted. But may I preface, these were extremists, of course. I do not think I haven't researched. I, I haven't had the time, but I do not think Muslims have have a scripture saying to kill people. So yeah, these guys are extremists, misguided. I wouldn't actually shouldn't even call them Muslims. They call themselves Muslims, but they're certainly not, considering what they did. And what they did do is kill people, fathers, mothers, and children. I've heard, like I said, I haven't done my research. Take it, take it with a little bit of skepticism, but they definitely killed 4 children. The part I'm unsure about is the age, but I do know for as a fact all were under the age of 10. Completely horrific stuff. Yeah, I just thought I had to say something about it. I'm probably gonna speak my full opinion about it in the future, but it's quite un-Australian. Terrible, terrible tragedy. Let me let me get up the names of the victims right now if I can find it very quickly. Hmm. But anyways, this father and son duo duo, these terrorists, father son terrorist duo, they injured 60, killed 16, and yeah, including children. Children died. Here are the names of the Bondi victims. We have 10-year-old Matilda. That's one of them. We have Peter Meagher, Yaakov Levitan, Dan Elkayam, Alex Kleytman, Marika Pogany, and Eli Shlanger. Those are some names of the victims that have been identified so far. Now, this attack happened because of some religious beliefs, most likely, some misguided religious beliefs, as they were primarily shooting, trying to shoot Jews, as there was a Hanukkah celebration. Terrible stuff, terrible stuff. Now, it goes without saying, shouldn't shoot people. But yeah, awful. Now, there's a lot I want to speak about, but like I mentioned, I don't have much time. There will probably be a follow-up video, like I already said. And what I want to speak about, not only the victims that happened from the horrible tragedy, but where it goes from here. The government is making another poor decision, and what that poor decision, I believe, is tighter restrictions on guns, which at face value does look like the right move, but it is in fact the wrong move. The problem isn't the guns, it's the ones pulling the trigger. And I haven't researched, but by the sounds of it, from the media, these guys came from overseas and brought that hatred to Australia and to Bondi Beach. So, yeah. Can you blame the government? Partly, yes. Can you blame the police force? Partly, yes. But this this is a hard situation to prevent. There needs to be a lot of things changed to prevent a tragedy like this happening. But one of those ways is not stricter gun laws. I do, I don't know if automatic weapons are banned, but I'm pretty sure automatic weapons are banned in Australia. And this would have been far worse with them. So I fully support that. But I'm not really an advocate for guns, but I'm an advocate for the right policies. And the right policies would be on the people immigrating. Now, not based off race or religion, but maybe it should consider religion, considering this was a religious terrorist attack. Now, this isn't a full thought, this is like half-cooked, half-baked thought, but it could possibly consider religions. But I don't even like that idea myself. What I think would be best is whatchamacall, some regulations on immigration. Some could be criminal background checks. But I have never left Australia, so I have no clue what it's like overseas, and I haven't had time to do any research yet either. But maybe some criminal checks. I'm not sure how enforced they are overseas. Freaking criminal backgrounds are, but it's a start. And I'm sure you couldn't understand the argument I'm trying to get across, which is the restrictions, the bans or whatever, they should be on the people, not the guns. Now, not the people, but these bad terrorists, these bad terroristic people. Yeah, the ones that want to spread terror, not your everyday Muslim. I love the man who actually saved many lives that day. If you haven't heard, there was a guy that tackled one of the shooters, which was the father, while taking gunfire from the son. He actually got hit twice and still managed to wrestle the sniper rifle out of the father's hand, saving countless lives. And he was a Muslim. And so what I'm saying is not to ban Muslims. Guys like that are very welcome in Australia. We need to be more like that guy. And his name, if I remember correctly, was like Jahib Safar, something along those lines. I'm sure I've butchered it. I'm sure I've misremembered, but I'll put up another video hopefully soon. But it was very courageous of him, risking his own life to save those others on the beach. To save, yeah, the other lives, regardless of the religion or the race. So yeah, that's my view, and it's looking pretty grim for this for Australia in the future. Yes, because of this tragedy, but more so the handling of the laws by the Australian government, because they are all over the place. We need better. We need to do better. Not us, but yes, us, but mainly our politicians, our government. They need to do better. And once again, I'll list off the names of the identified victims. Matilda, age 10, one of the kids that lost her life. Peter, Meagher, Yaakov Levitan, Dan, Elkayam, Alex Kleytman, Marika Pogany, and Eli Shlanger. Yeah, now that'll conclude the video for today. But one thing's certain, from my perspective, Australian government needs to do better. No singular blame on anyone, but, and this is, once again, this is a hard situation to it's not too hard to it is it is quite hard to predict and prevent. But from some media sources, the father, the shooter, was already on government radar before this event occurred. So prevention could have been possible. But anyways, that's it for today. And this can be a very slippery slope with what the government decides to do with the law changes and reform and policies and all that legal jargon. Protect yourselves, because the government ain't gonna help you. They ain't gonna do it. They certainly didn't do much for the folks down at Bondi.